Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Marvel Spider-Man. So let's hop right in and continue the game. And yes, I will be doing DLC for this game. Whenever I already beat the game and, am able to access the DLC. But something that I've noticed is something feels incredibly off, like about the entire concept of Kai Cenat's Streamer University. Sure, it may not like it could or could not be a scam or whatever. It could or could not be that way. But what I'm trying to get at here is that you honestly do not need, for one, to learn how to become a streamer, and two, you don't need other streamers or content creators to become relevant. I mean, come on. Look at content creator, like some of the biggest content creators on YouTube alone. Like Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Stampy, DanTDM, people like them. They all made it there to the position that they're at now, mostly on their own. Like, mostly on their own or completely on their own. So honestly, you don't need other people to become relevant on the internet. Like, something just feels so off about that entire concept of Streamer University for stuff like that. Like, and honestly, that's the main issue I have with it altogether. Is that it just feels like it's gonna be like trying to con people or whatever, so they can, like, it feels kind of exploitative, like, because of that. Like, it feels extremely exploitative. Like, it's trying to use the underdogs of the internet so those larger people can gain money off of them, or some crap like that. I don't know what what their deal is, but something just feels entirely off about it, Something just feels off about the entire ordeal.
Always nice to stop a mugging.
Because of the entire concept itself. Like, I could be wrong here, but something just feels off. Like, it, not only because of the limited amount of, not only just, the professors there, or whatever you want to call them, or whatever Kai is calling them, but because there's only like 150 people allowed at one time. That just feels incredibly off.
Under control. Maybe I should put in some Peter Parker time at the lab.
Like, I don't know. Like, I could be wrong about what I'm saying, but I just can't put, like, if I'm wrong, I just can't put my finger on it, on why it's bad besides the obvious,
All units, officers are under fire from masked hostiles. Please proceed to Bowery.
Like, I could be completely wrong here, and I admit that I could be wrong. But I'm just saying, it's too big of a risk to not take that kind of stuff into effect. Like, it's just too big of a risk at that point. And not only because of a lot of content creators getting exposed as weirdos anymore, and a lot more haven't been exposed yet. Like, a lot of content creators have been exposed for either, being weird with kids or something like that, or scamming their audience or something. And there are likely many more that have done that kind of stuff that just haven't been exposed yet. Like, there are honestly many more of that obviously to come. Judging by, the last 2 years alone as evidence.
Hello? Parker! Just in time to celebrate. Celebrate? Wait. Where are the others?
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
So cool. But
Yeah, that should.
Intracranial
This is pretty
array.
obvious on who he is, like, at this point.
Neurotransmission speeds under 1 nanosecond. Faster than signals travel inside the brain. Never mind to an external prosthesis. We did it, Peter. No one can take this away from us.
amazing.
And your work on the neural web was the key.
But we haven't even tested it yet. There's so much we don't know.
It works beautifully. Come on, take a look.
Yeah, obviously that's not going to be a good thing. Obviously there's going to be too many downsides.
Little error, though.
Huh.
Spike. Should be an easy fix.
I'm going to keep that there. Then I'm going to do this. And then do this. I'm going to turn off my mic.
That worked. No, this is worse than I thought.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. I'm gonna... Okay, that's obviously not the right one. Okay. I'm gonna swap it out with this one.
Hope that stabilized it.
Okay, let's go on to this one now.
Damn it, the spike is cascading. I don't know if I can fix this.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna use this one. And then this one. And then this one. Wait, actually, I may be doing it wrong. Okay, I'm gonna swap it out for this one. Because that honestly seems like the far better choice here. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I had to avoid that 5, so...
Come on.
Yeah, that's obviously not a good look.
This is bad. Doctor?
Oh god.
Doctor, I found a potential problem.
Everything has problems if you look hard enough. But fortune favors the bold.
Oh
Time
god.
to show the world what we've done.
Otto, the neural web isn't isolating your motor neurons. It could be affecting other parts of your brain, your inhibitions, your mood. I just think we need some more
Yeah,
tests.
that's obviously not a good thing, because motor functions and inhibitions are obviously highly important.
Otto, you're not a failure. But this could permanently damage your mind. Please.
Exactly. Inhibitions basically cause us from doing stuff that we don't like. It's basically like a conscience.
Right.
You know, like preventing us from doing stuff that we don't want to do. That's basically what inhibitions do.
We're close.
I'll keep at it. I'll work out some bugs.
You know, like it's basically a self-control module in your brain. That's basically the best way to describe inhibitions.
Thank you, Peter. For everything.
Like, that's honestly the only way I can describe it.
Live from Grand Central Terminal, where Mayor Osborn is about to address the media.
Martin Lee is now behind bars. When I make a promise to this city, I keep it.
Yeah, sure.
We'll soon make a decision that could change the course of this city forever. So when you're casting your vote, remember what I've done. We are all safer now than we have ever been.
Maybe using the term what I've done, knowing the guy you ruined the life of, is likely watching. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Especially since he still had access to a crap ton of technology. You know, that could cause a lot of harm, you know?
Hi, Miles. I just wanted to see how you're doing with the news about Lee. Look, if you didn't want to work there anymore, May and I would understand.
But something that I've noticed in all three Spider-Man games made by Insomniac,
That's true, assuming he's doing the right thing.
like, whenever you're swinging, it sounds like Peter's exerting himself, which he obviously is. But whenever he's standing still, he sounds like, he sounds like, he's, you know, normal, like a calm tone of voice, like he's relaxing, you know?
Just call.
Thanks, Pete. Gotta go. May just gave me a list of all the supplies to get.
Like, it sounds like he's relaxing whenever you're standing still. But whenever you're swinging or in motion, it sounds like, you know, he's exercising, you know? Like he's out of breath, stuff like that.
Please respond. Location is Little Tokyo. Over.
Like, it sounds like he's out of breath, that he's exerting himself and stuff. Like he's going through a workout. But whenever he's standing still, whenever Peter's talking,
Peter,
he sounds like relaxed, mellow voice, stuff like
I don't know how I
that.
feel about you running this place all by yourself.
These people need help. If I lose a few hours of sleep, so be it.
So have you heard from Mr. Lee since?
No.
Honestly,
The Martin I know could've done
May is honestly one of my favorite parts of
It's
these
not the one I wanna
games.
remember.
She's honestly one of my favorite parts.
So, how are things with MJ?
Because she's so well written. MJ, on the other hand, she has barely even had any good adaptations since the Raimi trilogy.
Honesty. That's what got me.
Yes, she has had good adaptations, but not as many as May.
Especially when we were your age. So, are you honest with her?
Heck,
Does she know the
the
real
Spider-Verse version of MJ, she's pretty good. Mostly because she was barely even in the movies to ruin her character.
Truck carrying the device used in the Grand Central Terminal
And no, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying they completely ruined her character after the ever since the Raimi trilogy came out. They completely ruined her character, any semblance of it. Like nowadays she's just toxic and manipulative. Heck, Black Cat is a better partner for Spider-Man in the comics. And that goes to say something, considering she's a thief and a criminal.
I just hope the Devil's Breath is still there. And still secure. The demons got to that truck. This just went from bad to catastrophic.
Like Silk, Black Cat, Gwen. There are countless examples of partners for Peter Parker that were so much better for him than MJ after the Raimi trilogy. Like, those 3 movies completely ruined any semblance of her character. Especially whenever you look at him with fresh eyes. Because she was just toxic, manipulative, and a cheater in the Raimi trilogy. I mean, come on, she literally left a guy at the altar just because she was, and she only agreed to marrying the guy because she was trying to get back at Peter.
The mastermind of the City Hall bombing has finally been brought to justice, and shockingly, it's philanthropist Martin Lee. Now, I'll discuss in a moment what kind of twisted Jekyll and Hyde mentality it takes to lead such a double life. But first, a word of caution to everyone celebrating his arrest. Yes, it's good that he's in
But
jail,
honestly,
but look at all
J.K.
of the-
Simmons is a perfect representation of Jonah, J. Jonah Jameson. He's a perfect representation, which is why he's, been every,
The Devil's Breath is gone.
We've got even bigger problems.
Rikers?
We have to
like
hurry.
he's,
Hop on.
like, sure, he doesn't need to play every version of the character, but still, he's a great example of the character,
Every cell block is breached. We're minutes away from every prisoner and Rikers walking right up Fifth Avenue.
What about the raft?
Should be okay.
Oh God.
Supermax facility. Better security and a separate power grid.
Good. What about the Devil's Breath?
Sable's handling it.
Do you trust them?
Do I have a choice?
Uh-oh.
Oh God. Yeah. Seatbelt save lives, people. There's your lesson for the day, I guess. Seatbelts save lives. Hey, not a very unique lesson, but still a lesson either way. Was that the first death I had this entire game? If it is, I'm very shocked.
I'm on it.
Especially since these aren't even like named enemies, they're just random thugs. Like they're just random inmates.
You guys need a little more plan in your escape plan.
But yeah, dodging is really important in these games. Which is why I do it a lot. That's the main reason.
They got into the armory.
Is that bad? That sounds bad.
It means some of the inmates are armed with rocket launchers.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, I already found that out. Just by the enemy I just took out.
If you guys go back to your cells and behave, we can forget this ever happened.
Right now I'm focused on the combat. Because this is relatively late into the game. So of course I'm going to be focused on the combat. So I can go ahead and get the main story over with. Oh, and also, I got the Game of the Year version of the game. of this game. So that's explains why I have the DLC. Because it came with the game. Sure, I don't think the code should still be active for any versions of the Game of the Year edition. But hey, like, I don't think it should be active. But hey, at least I got mine before, you know, the code expired, probably. At least that's something, anyways.
Nice. I still see a few more out in the yard.
Who thought it was a good idea to bring rockets into a prison?
Honestly, exactly. Who thought it was a good idea to bring literal weapons of destruction into a place full of psychopaths willing to cause as much damage as possible?
Get you as soon as we can.
Huh. Well, at least I got a full focus bar. That's something. But yeah, the skills in this game, they are pretty useful. Sure, a lot of them may not be as good as Battle Focus, which is the first ability that you get in the game, mind you.
On my way.
But still, they can be useful for certain situations. No need to yell at me, sir.
Someone's trapped behind
I'm already handling it far better than what you can. There's no need to yell. I mean, come on, if you can't handle basic thugs, then should you really call yourself an officer or a prison guard or whatever?
Help the warden. I'll keep working on getting the power restored. Right, I'm on it.
He calls himself the warden, yet he can't handle basic thugs. Sure, a lot of them are really strong for their size, but either way, they can still be taken down by, I don't know, guns, tasers, anything that police officers have. You know, anything obvious that you should have on an officer. You know, there's a lot of options you have to defend yourself. Why not just use those on some obviously dangerous criminals? Like, obviously they're trying to cause as much mayhem as possible. So why not use something like, you know, guns or tasers? Okay, I'm gonna focus on the bigger enemies first. Okay. Let's try and, you know, take out that electricity stick guy, whatever that is supposed to be. Okay, let's take out this last little guy. Well, he's not that little compared to Spider-Man.
Could this get any worse?
It can always get worse.
Yeah, I'm trying to, get to any point that I can that I need to, anyways. Sounds like there's some bigger enemies here. Of those brutes, or whatever you want to call them. Okay. I'm gonna check in, after this mission, I'm gonna check and see if I got any skill points.
Just a few left.
Wait, do I have to take out these little enemies right here?
Just a couple more.
Sleep it off.
Wait. Did I have to do all the cops' work here? Did I seriously have to do all their work for them? And yep, I had to do all their work for them. Wow. Way to make the cops look useful, game. Yeah, they had rockets, which is still stupid for a prison to have, mind you.
License and registration, please.
Like, why does a prison need explosives in a place where there's people likely trying to cause as much damage and mayhem as possible?
But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out!
So, Electro.
I'm flipping!
Gotcha. Hold on!
Huh. Jesus Christ. Don't tell me I died.
You okay?
Yeah.
Wait, do I have to fight Electro?
Just in time for the fire.
I have to fight Electro now?
Electro? Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party. Everyone just quietly go back into your cell and lock the door behind you, okay?
Yeah, like they're gonna do that. Like the psychopaths of humanity, especially of New York of all places, is gonna, you know, calmly go back to their cells. Yeah, like that makes total sense. Like, New York is known for having one of the highest crime rates of the United States. That's literally one of the things it's most famous for, is being really low quality, except in their food, because I heard that rocks. But I heard that their crime rate, is really high. I've never been, but I heard it's, like, extremely high. Like, one of the highest in the United States. Wow, 2 deaths in one video. Never thought I'd see the day.
Everyone just quietly go back into your cell and lock the door behind you, okay? Please?
Honestly, I love how fluid the combat feels. Sure, it's difficult for newer players to get a grasp of, and every playstyle is going to be different for everybody, depending on what kind of Spider-Man you want to be. And mostly because of enemy placement and the AI of said enemies. But still. Please don't show me what you got. I'm trying to keep this as family friendly as possible. And also, I don't want to get, you know, I don't want to risk anything happening to my channel. Yeah, I admit I should save some focus energy. I admit I'm gonna do that from now on.
Everyone just quietly go back into your cell and lock the door behind you, okay? Please?
Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, that one guy that I did not know the name of in Batman the Telltale series, from episode 4, in Arkham, yeah, that guy, the reason he has so many scars on his body is because he's a serial killer, and he adds a new scar to his body for each of his victims. So that explains who he is, for anyone wondering. Hey, at least I'm doing better this time. Hey, at least I'm doing a lot better this time. At least I actually made it past those enemies this time.
That doesn't sound good. Oh, hi, Rhino.
Rhino?
Hope you like surprise, Spider.
Surprise? What is he talking about?
Honestly, I'm surprised that they didn't have Rhino somewhere mentioned in the second game, in Spider-Man 2.
Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was busy.
I mean, come on, he was in the other 2 games at some point. So, why not put him in Spider-Man 2? He was in Miles Morales and obviously in this game too. So why not add him to Spider-Man 2?
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost done. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Huh.
I'll keep tracking Electro. Gonna feel this.
I'm taking out the shield guy first. And now I'm gonna take out the guys with weapons that I need to air launch. Because those are the biggest problems here. Okay.
Whoa! Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Honestly, I love Electro's voice actor in this game. I love the voice he does for Electro.
I'm flattered that you still try. Tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you. Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
Huh. So I gotta chase Electro now.
Gotcha.
Vulture.
Long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Oh god. Okay, I gotta chase Electro.
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped, including Martin Lee. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
Yeah, and judging by, you know, the 6th villain featured in this game,
This is nuts.
you know, besides Shocker and Kingpin, of course, it's obvious what they're trying to go for here. Wait, where am I supposed to go here? Oh wait, that's where I was supposed to go. I completely overshot it. So I'm gonna have to run up this wall.
Electro, stop!
Hey, at least I'm making some decent progress.
How do you like my new suit? Dashing. Where'd you get it? It's an exclusive club.
Huh. So there's 4. There's 5.
Remember, he said not to kill him. Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want
Jesus Christ. And remember, Spider-Man has admitted that Rhino is a villain that he fears. Like that he's scared of. Just ignore angry and depressed Spider-Man, because that's a completely different story with Rhino.
First and final warning. Stay out of our way.
Jesus Christ. Maybe you should get a better hairline and maybe you can make comments like that.
Your debts will be repaid when we're done. Go!
I mean, come on, what's the point of having hair if you're only gonna keep, you know, the worst parts of it?
There he is!
I mean, honestly. This part is a major turning point for the game.
All these years. All these lies. It's over, Norman. Time to give them the truth.
Oh God. Yeah, this is a major turning point in the game. So a full day later.
This is Mary Jane Watson with the Daily Bugle special report on the bioterror attack. As of this hour, the number of affected civilians is approaching half a million.
Fine.
There is still
Can you,
no update from the NBC
can you
on
pass
the
those
timetable
out
for
for me?
enhanced
Sure.
care, but they are working around the clock on a cure for this.
Oh God.
The citywide quarantine is being heavily enforced by Sable International, who maintain tight security over all transit points. Throughout the city, police and Sable agents continue to battle with Rikers and Raft escapees. Meanwhile,
Honestly, judging by how you've been acting throughout the games I've played, MJ, you have no room to act like you're important. You literally are egotistical. And you've proven that multiple times. You are MJ is an egotistical narcissist in this game. That's all she is and all she will ever be in these games. An egotistical narcissist.
not provided any further evidence to support this claim.
I mean, come on. Just look at how many missions that she clearly should have stayed out of, that she's just forced herself into. I mean, come on, that's obvious that she's an egotistical narcissist at that point.
Dr. Octavius.
I mean, come on, she was putting her life at risk for no reason.
Just got a call from the hospital. They said you went AWOL.
I need to get back to work.
The doctor said you still have 14 broken bones.
Which means I have 192 non-broken ones. Thanks for taking care of me, by the way.
The hard part was keeping you from Sable. They've branded you a priority target, you know.
I humbly accept the honor. What is happening to our city, Yuri?
I don't know.
Sorry, that was on me.
Maybe it is.
I was just fiddling around with my controller, and that happened. I accidentally brought up the map. Okay, let's try and get some skill points done.
Banding together and taking over entire city blocks. Looting, strong-arming local residents, you name it.
I'll take care of him. What else you got?
The mayor told Silver Sable to do whatever it takes to find Lee and Octavius. So she's just rounding people up indiscriminately, holding them captive in bases around the city. I've even heard rumors of enhanced interrogation tactics.
You mean torture? Don't worry, I'm on it. This is our city, Yuri. It's time we take it back.
Great.
Okay, I'm gonna just focus on the skills right now.
For now, do your best to stabilize the city.
Okay, I'm gonna end today's video here. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.